You might not be ready for fall recipes, but I sure am. Today we are making Maple Oat Nut Scones, the perfect dessert as we enter into the fall season with a little bit hint of almond. You guys are gonna wanna follow along to watch this recipe. My name is Sydney. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Each week I walk you through a recipe as a part of my 52 weeks of baking series. So come along and let's get these scones made. For this recipe, I have some oats that I've already ground up here that are going to add some texture to the scone themselves. I'm going to add that to my flour, and then also to the dry mixture I have some granulated sugar, baking powder, and then I'm also going to add some salt. Whisk these dry ingredients together. I have 2 sticks of butter here that are super cold that I already have cubed up. Super cold butter is the key to making good scones. You don't want the fat to heaten up too much while you're making it, or else it'll impact the texture of the scone. It won't be as crummy and flaky as you want. Use the pastry cutter here to cut the butter into our flour mixture. I'll keep doing this until I get like about pea-sized bits of flour throughout the dough. Some people like to grate their butter before they use it in the scones and then freeze it. I do that if I have time, but this was kind of a on the whim decision that I was gonna make these today, so I didn't get the chance to grate and freeze the butter, but it's still just as cold as it should be. I'm going to mix together all of my wet ingredients before adding them into the dry mixture. For that, I have 1 egg, and then I also have some heavy whipping cream and maple extract, making them the Maple Oat Nut Scones. And then before I add those wet ingredients, I have half a cup here of dry roasted sliced almonds. Don't need anything added, just want the plain nut. I'm gonna whisk that into our dry ingredients here. Drizzle of our wet ingredients here. Just gonna fold this here until everything kind of starts to come together. We can use our hands towards the end to finish gathering all of the dough into one. I've lightly sprinkled my counter with some flour. We're gonna throw this dough on there and get it shaped into these scones. These smell amazing already. It's raining outside, so it's gonna be the perfect cozy treat to enjoy later. I'm gonna throw them in the oven for about 20 minutes, and while they're baking, we'll put together the icing that we'll drizzle on top once they're done. For our icing, I've got quite a few things here actually that are gonna go into it. I've got some milk, melted butter, cold brew, and maple extract. So there's double maple in these guys. It's pretty simple. All of those items we're just gonna throw together in a bowl and get them all mixed up.
2:30 a.m. 'cause everything was slipping right out of our hands. I ran out crying and you followed me out into the street. Brace myself for the goodbye, 'cause that's all I've ever known. And you took me by surprise. You said I'll never leave you.
These smell absolutely incredible. I can't wait to dig into them and to share them with my friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of my 52 Weeks of Baking series. We definitely have more fall recipes in store, so if you like recipes like this one, stick around, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much, and see you next time.